All right, so this is going to be another movie review. This one's called Born of Fire, 1987. It's advertised as one of the most bizarre movies of the decade in trailer. And it's also being compared to Alejandro Jodorowsky, which I think is a little bit of a stretch, but I'll explain that later. I give it 4 to 5 stars. I guess it's the world's only Islamic horror flick. Most of it is filmed in Jordan, some of it's filmed in England, at least the beginning part. And I think the deformed dwarf guy who was in a bunch of Doctor Who episodes in the mid 80s, I think he described the movie better than anybody in the bonus features. The reason to watch this DVD is for the bonus features, not only the trailer, which is put out, not only the trailers, which are from Mondo Macabre, I think that's the name of the distributor, but they also did the Queen of Black Magic. It's one of my favorite movies, man. Anyways, I wouldn't give this a flick 5 stars like I did Queen of Black Magic, but it was a good movie. I enjoyed it. I couldn't figure out what the fuck was going on most of the time, but some of the images are kind of weird. I'll give him credit for that. He's going for the full frontal nudity, both male and female. And like I said, you got to see the bonus features, the deformed dwarf guy who was in a bunch of Doctor Who episodes during the mid 80s. That guy's like a stand-up comic. Very funny stuff. The director, on the other hand, is more like a conceited arsehole. He reminds me of Tinto Brass in that respect. You know, guy who studied law, ended up becoming a film director on a fluke. And he was more interested in painting. So there's that. Let's see, the storyline, it's about the Islamic version of Satan, I guess. He's threatening to destroy the earth and the universe with fire and nuclear stuff, according to the deformed dwarf. I guess he understands the film better than anybody, ironically. And so there's this flute guy from England. He meets up with this Suzan Crowley. According to the deformed dwarf, she was an occultist, and she worshipped the ancient Egyptian mythology. So she probably could have been a pretty good candidate for Michael Aquino's Temple of Set. And not coincidentally, she was distant relative of Aleister Crowley, the infamous satanic pervert guy who supposedly met Jack the Ripper. And he was on cover of Beatles' Sgt. Pepper Lonely Hearts Club Band album. So there's that. She was in the Drossman Contract, or whatever it was called. Peter Greenaway's first feature-length film, which I hated, by the way. I guess she was in it Was it 1987, 1982, 5 years prior, I guess. Um, I don't remember her in that movie, but then again, I hated the movie in the first place. She's pretty good in this movie, though. I mean, after all, art imitates reality. She plays I guess the one of the devil's minions, which can take animal form or human form. So enough about Susan Crowley. She just kind of flirts with the flutist guy. I guess the flutist guy's dad disappeared, and he wants to know how he disappeared. So the guy's mom whispers to Susan Crowley that the magic musician is the key to learning everything about his father, I guess. So they're flirting around. She gets naked in the bathtub while he's there. Didn't take her very long, like 3 dates or something. I guess she sees visions of a skull in front of the sun, like a solar eclipse. She thinks the sun is acting weird and is causing a major volcano in Turkey to erupt. So she tells the dude to the flutist to go to Turkey after his mom dies. And the devil guy is kind of lurking in the shadows during the funeral and at the actual burial ground. And all of a sudden, he appears in some dark cave in Turkey. He's the magic musician or the devil guy. He's got the guy's brother, the flutist's brother, half brother, I guess, the deformed dwarf. He's kind of shuffling around on his butt the whole time. That guy is working for the Satan character. And the Satan character is, of course, obsessed with fire. He's got fire everywhere, including but not limited to the volcano activity. But he's also got fire in his cave too. So it's kind of a hellish character, similar to the Judeo-Christian version of hell, I guess. This is hell on earth. And so the guy wants to blow up the universe. The deformed dwarf finds out that his mother was killed by this Satan guy. So he turns against the guy, starts beating his chest and yelling for the first time. He's like a mute, deformed dwarf. That makes sense. But towards the end, he starts gaining his voice, beating his chest. He's a great actor, by the way. He's a reason to watch, really. And as he says in the bonus features, he's the hero of the movie, ironically. I guess they called him a dwarf in the beginning, but he changed it to the silent one because he thought dwarf was too demeaning, I guess, to little people. Anyways, he's definitely a smart guy. I guess he ended up becoming a film director too, directing the guy who played the Satan character. But Susan Crowley's pretty hot. I mean, she's good looking for a white woman, I must say. She gets naked full frontal quite a bit. um, which is hard to pull off in an Islamic country like Turkey. But I guess the director was pretty gutsy in that respect. Um, the Satan character is naked too. He's got glue all over his body, so he looks like he's wrinkled or something. Anyways, so with the help of the dwarf and this other Islamic guy, they the flutist plays music better than the devil guy, and that's about the end of the movie. I mean, it was a good movie. I don't think it was like El Topo per se, but definitely worth checking out if you're into the surreal uh, kind of hallucinatory type movie. It's definitely worth checking out. I would say highly recommended, but 4 to 5 stars later.